We'll go to chapter 15, productivity and division of labor. So when we talk about productivity, productivity is the measurement of what you have produced. That is what we call productivity, the measurement of what you have produced. So it's always the output divided by the input. Are you with me? Are you with me, please?
Yes.
All right. So productivity is output divided by input.
Yes,
So
I'm here.
output. Are you with me? Are you with me, please?
Yeah.
All right. So businesses can produce more output if productivity can be raised. Productivity is the output per unit of input. For example, the productivity of a labor is the output per worker. It can be calculated by dividing total output by the number of workers employed. So if businesses can raise their productivity, it means they will be able to increase their output. And when we have to measure labor productivity, it is always output divided by the numbers of employees or numbers of workers. Is that clear?
Clear.
Clear. Okay, we move on. To the next paragraph, they said, raising productivity in an economy is highly desirable. It means that more goods and services can be produced with the same or fewer resources. So it is important to increase productivity in any economy because it means we have more goods and services to consume. Not only to consume, to even export. Did you get it?
I don't get it.
The second paragraph says, raising productivity in an economy is highly desirable. That means it's important.
Okay.
Okay, so what does that imply? It implies that it is important for an economy to be able to increase its productivity because if it does that, its goods and services will increase, which means its GDP will increase.
The gross domestic product.
Yes, it will increase.
Okay.
So
Clear.
that's the importance of productivity there. So we go down. Factors affecting productivity. Note, you know, when we were talking about, in the last lesson, we talked about production, right?
Yes.
So we said production will not be done without the factors of production, yes or no?
Yes.
So when we have factors of production, the land, the labor, the capital, and the enterprise, these things are important and they are the factors that affect productivity because productivity will measure what we have produced. Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it clear, please? Is it clear?
It's clear.
All right. So in as much as we're talking about production, we are talking about, in as much as we're talking about production, it means we can only measure production with productivity. Then whatever will happen to our productivity will be the factors that produces the product itself, which are land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Do you get the point here?
Yes.
So factors affecting productivity will be the factors of production. That is the point.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Clear, mister.
All right. So we start with land. We already know what land is, right?
Yes, we did it last lesson.
Yes. So land is fixed in nature. We use land for whatever we need to do. Anything on land, sea, land, sea, mountains, forest, whatever it is. In as much as it is on land, it is land.
Okay.
So land will be linked to the primary sector, mostly maybe agriculture.
Because it's the extraction of raw materials.
Yes. So it means we need quality of land. Yes or no?
To get quality products.
To get, yes. So if the land is, if we have quality land, then we can produce more. Yes or no? So for productivity to increase through land, land must have quality. Do you get it?
Can you repeat, mister?
Yeah, I will.
Your voice is cutting out.
Yeah, I think the network. Hold on, please. Hold on, please.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, are you with me now?
Yes, I can hear you properly now.
Okay, great. So for land, we need quality of land. So how do we go about having land with quality? Because if land is quality, If land has quality, that is when our productivity can increase. So what are those things that we could do with land? The first one, fertilizers and pesticides. So fertilizers are chemicals given to plants to improve their health and appearance and raise crop yields. Pesticides are used to kill pests. However, pesticides and some fertilizers can harm people, wildlife, and the environment. This is why there are strict controls in place over their sale and use. One way to improve the quality of land is through fertilizers and pesticides.
Through chemicals.
Are you getting it?
Yes, through chemicals.
Yeah, I will. We need quality land, right?
Yes.
To improve the productivity of land. So how are we going to be able to improve the quality of our land? One way is through fertilizers and pesticides.
But there's a risk to it, Mr. as well.
Yes. So for fertilizers and pesticides, they help our grow. For the fertilizers, they make the plants grow very well. The crops, they grow, they germinate very well. Pesticides will take away insects from the plants. But these two things would affect will affect the environment.
And the animals.
And the animals. So as a result, there are always strict controls regarding them. So if there are strict controls regarding the use of fertilizers and pesticides, it might reduce the quality of land.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Clear.
The second one, drainage. Some areas of land are unproductive because they are flooded. So because there's flood, we cannot plant crops there. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
this is natural factors.
We find a way of draining it. We find a way of taking those water away from that land so that the land can be useful. That is what we call drainage.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Clear.
The third one, irrigation. When we talk about irrigation, we're talking about lands without water system, lands without water, deserts.
Irrigated areas.
Yeah, areas that they are not, areas without water. Like the deserts.
Clear.
Okay, so instead of the deserts to continue to be wasted, we can plant on them. We can plant on those desert lands. What do we have to do? We have to transport water there.
Okay.
So the process of transporting water to those areas that lack water is called irrigation.
Okay.
Is it clear?
It's clear.
You know, we're talking about the quality of land. The quality of land does not only mean that the land is fertile. The quality of land might be because we are unable to use the land because of flood. We are unable to use the land because there's no water system. So if it's because of flood, we try to find a drainage system. If it's because of lack of water, we try to irrigate.
We get water. We irrigate the place.
The place. Is it clear?
Clear.
The next one, reclamation. For reclamation, we're talking about finding new land from where there's no land.
Finding new land?
From where there's no land.
Okay.
Like in the oceans, in the river beds, in the lakes, we create land there.
Oh, okay.
That is another process. Because when we are able to do that, it increases the number of land available. Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
The next one, genetically modified crops. Land productivity has been increased recently by using genetically modified GM crops. Producing GM plants involves transferring genes and DNA from one organism to another. This results in plants that are less likely to be affected by disease. So for GM, we try to find crops that are stronger to put them by side of those that are not strong so that they can also grow.
And putting weak crops with strong crops to make them both
so that
strong.
they can also grow.
Okay. Clear.
But these things have negative impact.
It has a negative impact.
Yes, because you are putting things that are not supposed to be together.
This will harm anyone who will consume them.
Yes, it might.
Okay, clear.
So that's why it's not popular. Do you get the point?
Yes.
So
It's
that's
not,
all
it's not
about
used a
land.
lot.
Yeah, so that's about land. So we go to labor. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm here.
For labor, we're talking about human effort, physically or mentally. So to improve the quality of labor, to increase productivity, we have to improve the quality of labor. Yes or no?
Yes.
So one of the ways to do it is to improve the quality of the human capital through training.
Training and education as well.
Yeah, we're going to get there. We're talking about training first.
Okay.
So with training, what happens? When you train your employees, when you train your workers, they become better. It increases their knowledge, their skills. Things they don't know, they start knowing them. They improve the existing skills they have. They improve the existing knowledge they have. Yes or no?
And they also gain also new skills as well.
Yes. And all these things will motivate them. It makes them happy. It brings about job satisfaction.
Yes, they will
So
work.
if
They will
they are
work.
satisfied, they are happy, you wouldn't train your workers and they feel unhappy with you. They believe that in as much as you train them, it means they are adding value. They believe that you value them. That is why you train them. Because training involves spending, investment. It's expensive. So if a business does that to employees will be happy.
They will think that you're, they're important to you. They're
Yes,
important to the business.
yes. As a result of that, it increases their productivity level.
Yes, it's clear.
Is it clear? The other method is
Clear.
now education. Government could also fund education. Government could also fund training so that the workforce of the society or the economy would improve to become attractive to multinationals.
Clear.
Is it clear?
Yes. So FDI will be more. They will be
They
more
will be
convinced.
willing to come into your country because they have improved workforce with skills.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Clear.
So this is the first way to increase productivity of labor. The second one is through motivation itself. So when we talk about motivation here, we're talking about financial rewards.
I'm here.
Okay, we're talking about financial rewards. So this can also improve workers' motivation. Piece rate, pay them as, they said piece rate here, pay them based on what they produce. When you pay them based on what they produce, they want to produce more, yes or no?
They will be more motivated to produce more products because it will increase their income.
Productivity and output.
Yes.
Another one is through job rotation. For job rotation, make sure you switch them from one department to another. Do not allow them to stay longer in one department. Switch them.
They'll get bored of it.
Yeah. So switch them. Let them have experience with other departments too. That could make them happy. And that gives them flexibility too.
Yes, so they will gain more skills and knowledge, and they won't be bored.
Yeah, and they will have more flexibility to work.
Yes, clear.
Is it clear?
Clear.
Improved working practices. Your working system. How do you treat employees? What kind of production method do you use? This can also have impact in labor productivity. So whatever production method you use, make it the one that is suitable, that is comfortable for your workers. Do you get it or not?
I get it, Mr.
So when you talk about improved working practices, we're talking about your production process. Ensure that the kind of production method you use or process you use is well welcomed by your employees, by your workers.
It's liked by them. It's favorited.
Yes. Is it clear?
Okay.
And I think the last one is migration, the movement of people in and out of a country. So if people come into your country, they will come in because they need job. They are immigrants. They are economic immigrants. As a result, they will add output into your economy. They will
job seekers.
productivity. Yes?
They're job seekers. They're coming in for work.
For job.
They need money.
Yeah, economic.
Yes.
That's why I call them economic immigrants.
This will increase the GDP because they're increasing the revenue, the output.
Yes. So this is another way to increase productivity of labor and allow immigrants to come into your country.
Okay,
Is it
clear.
clear?
Clear.
Any question about that?
So far, no question, Mr.
All right, so we go to capital, which is another factor of production, which can also influence productivity.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. Improvements in productivity often arise because of the introduction of new technology. Improvements may occur because more capital is employed, possibly at the expense of labor, or because new technology is more efficient than existing technology. Advances in technology have helped improve productivity in all three sectors of the economy. Before we go to the three sectors of the economy, what we are saying is this. With capital.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah, the network. Yeah, it's fine now. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?